Wait, hold it right there. No, I see, no, I see you about to click off this video. Come on. I saw the analytics for my last video. Half of you clicked off in the first 1 second of the video. So many people missed out on so much cool stuff in that video. Like, I spent, like, over 36 hours editing that video, just editing it, and it was great. And half of you clicked off in the first 1 second of it. Like, what the hell? Alright, just don't do that with this video, and I promise you, that it will be worth your time, alright? This video is interesting. I spent even longer on editing this video, alright? So just don't click off. Watch to the end, please. It's difficult to even comprehend the immense influence YouTube has over the world. YouTube could just run an ad for free on their own platform, and 1 billion people would see it. And I don't think people realize how powerful that makes them. Just think about it. YouTube can just decide that 1 billion people are going to watch something, and then they can just do that. Like, imagine if you could tell 1 billion people anything you wanted. That would be insane. And YouTube can just do that whenever they want. And what they say doesn't necessarily even have to be helpful or relevant or anything. And if you have ever gotten any of those YouTube surveys, you have already witnessed them starting to use that power. And I think once they finally realize the magnitude of the power they hold, they will start to use it. Now that could be a good thing or a very bad thing, depending on what they decide to do. An example of a good thing that YouTube is doing with this power is they are running a lot of ads for free on their platform to raise awareness for a bunch of different charity organizations that they have partnered up with. Now with that said, I'm going to go into some of the bad things that YouTube could use their power for. So the first thing that they could do that would be really bad is they could
restricting individuals' freedom of expression. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all of these platforms.
Vaccine misinformation.
There's no kind of vote, there's no type of representative, there's no way to weigh in on what the rules should be or shouldn't be. It's really dangerous when you think about the control that private companies have.
YouTube is a global hub where over 1 billion people go to share and receive information and their opinions. And YouTube is by far the biggest platform of its kind on the internet right now, other than maybe Facebook, but I'm not going to go into that today. So what that means is, basically, if you're just a regular person and not a big corporation, then YouTube is really your only option to spread your views and opinions to the masses. And if YouTube doesn't agree with said opinions, then they can legally just shut you down instantly. And that's why I think their power to censor is one of their most powerful tools over the world. Okay, so the fact that you're even here watching this video means that you have most likely already heard about demonetization on YouTube, and that's because it's everywhere. You have probably heard a lot of your favorite YouTubers talking about it, and that's because it's a big problem. Demonetization is definitely the power that YouTube abuses the most, and honestly, I'm not even mad at them for it because it's not even really their fault. Back in 2016, YouTube's advertisers were not happy. They saw the kinds of videos their ads were playing on were not brand safe, and it was leaving a mark on their brands. Their reasoning basically was, if you are watching some trashy Jake Paul prank video, and then you got a Coca-Cola ad, then you are associating Jake Paul's trashy content with Coca-Cola. So because of this negative brand association that YouTubers were causing, YouTube's top 40 advertisers all got together and basically told YouTube that if they didn't fix their platform, that they were all going to pull their ads. This would have definitely bankrupted YouTube. So YouTube basically had to make their algorithm go crazy demonetizing videos, and this meant that a lot of videos that weren't even violating YouTube's terms of service were getting demonetized. And none of this is really YouTube's fault. Before the 2016 adpocalypse, when YouTube had full control over what they thought should be allowed on their platform, they were very chill about demonetization, and they didn't strike people down for having even slightly edgy or not advertiser-friendly content. I have no idea why people get so worked up about YouTube demonetizing them. YouTube has had to make a choice between going bankrupt and shutting down their platform altogether, or just demonetizing a bunch of people left and right, and I really don't blame them for choosing the latter. Alright, now that everyone that doesn't care that much about this channel is clicked off, let me update you guys on what's been going on these last few months, and why it took me 6 months to make this video. Okay, so first things first, I'm starting school, and I'm trying to get really good grades, and that's been taking up just a lot of my time. With all the homework and going to school 7 hours a day, it really takes me a long time. Also, and this is some big news, I run a podcast now. I host it live on a Discord server called Clean Audio, which you should really join, by the way. Also, if you aren't there to see it live, you can see it on the Clean Audio YouTube channel. Also, in the last 6 months, I got a new profile picture for everything but this channel, and I think it really suits this channel well. So after this video goes live, I will be switching to this profile picture. I have had the old one for 5 years, and I'm sure I'm going to miss it a lot, but it's just way too outdated. Alright, now with all that said, I have one last thing to say. Like and subscribe, and see you guys in like 4 months.